I'm Annie Slayton, and we just finished talking about my decision to choose the mastectomy over the lumpectomy.
So, talk to me about the surgery. Kind of, when did you have it? Tell me about the time leading up to it, how you were feeling, how you kind of dealt with being prepared for that. Any tips on being prepared for it? Everything from stuff to keep on hand.
That's a lot of questions.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so first of all, the time leading up to the double mastectomy was like April 23rd to like May 21st was my surgery. And in that time frame, we had to put our house on the market, sell the house, and also go to Minneapolis and find a house for our family. So also I had been told to kind of like wean Rose, which I didn't do a good job of at all, which is a story for...
Why didn't you?
Because I didn't want to. Like, I kind of figured you were chopping my boobs off anyways. Why do I need to wean her? So I didn't really do that. So what'd you ask me?
How did you prepare yourself for the surgery?
Yeah. So I mean, like I said, I had a really good friend that went through this. So there was a lot of discussions with her about the surgery itself. And I was also, after I announced on Facebook my diagnosis, I was then kind of connected with another really amazing girl, Marty, who was kind of a few months ahead of me in the process, but she was an amazing resource to me as well.
So tell me about that, because I remember conversations where there was times you didn't want to talk to other people that were going through this because you didn't want to necessarily be surrounded by that and kind of inundated with it. But tell me about the benefits and drawbacks of it.
Yeah, so I'm the kind of person that keeps everything like this, right? So I'll let things in a certain little bit, and then when it's too much, I push away. So for me, what I didn't want to do was be forced into support breast cancer support groups, because part of it was because of my kids and my life, and I just wanted to try and stay positive as much as possible, and didn't really want to pull my kids down or my husband down or anything, and we were moving, and so I just wanted to try and stay focused on the positive. But I also obviously wanted to be prepared, so I wanted people close to me that had gone through it. I was able to kind of text or call or meet for lunch or whatever. And that's just kind of how I do life in general.
So tell me about kind of the support network that you've seen over, we're talking about leading up to the surgery here, but just, throughout the process, here we are, October 16th, right, recording this video, and you have one chemo session left.
Yeah.
Which is amazing. And it's been a crazy 3 months, but just talk about, how you viewed your support network, how it's helped you, kind of, what helps within that support network, and how you kind of deal with that.
Yeah, I mean, so like I said, the people that have kind of gone through it, especially people that are my age, our age, that have gone through it, has been really helpful. Also, people that haven't been through it, some incredible women have really shown up for me throughout this process and have been there for me, and people that don't live near me or do live near me, whether they're sending me presents or cards or just little kind of text messages that lift my spirits every day, or moving to Minneapolis, we've met so many, Josh, we've met so many amazing people. Our neighbors have been amazing, bringing us dinners and just showing up to chemo with me. And I have to be honest, it's weird because I feel like in a situation like this, you really learn who your true friends are, and not to be negative, but you definitely also learn who your friends aren't, and I think I've seen a bit of that as well, but it's all.
So when someone offers to help, what do you do, right? Because our natural inclination a lot of times is to say, no, we're good.
That's been hard. I think the adjustment, I remember when I was when I was going through the surgery and people were sending gift cards and dinner and all this stuff, and I was like overwhelmed because like most women, and I'm sure men too, I'm not very good at accepting help. But then it got to be too much, and like we were like, we need help. I mean, we were like overwhelmed because, when I had the surgery, I was out of the house for 3 weeks, and I was recovering at my parents' house, and the kids were sick, and you were trying to work, and we had this new poor au pair from Brazil, and so I think it just became too much, and accepting help sort of, I got over my ego, and I was like, please give me help.
Do you remember what our friend Chris Holster told us in the midst of this process?
Oh, sorry, Chris, I don't remember.
If people are offering to help, and you tell them no, you're denying them their wish to kind of help you, and that you're making them feel good about helping you.
Yeah.